Alright. Just had to put the notice in the Discord, had to write down in my book what time I started at. I need to move these earbuds out of the way because I need them on me. Why would I have 2 sets of earbuds on if I only needed one? One that has the game coming. Silly frog. Alright. I have my drink. I have water today because I need to keep H2O inside me over Sprite and cream soda. So it looks like we start off with Cicely Act straight into Feel the Burn, which gives us a dungeon, which I'm so excited for. Oh, Little, if you've come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Y'shtola is still investigating primals in the Far East. Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad.
Beg your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance.
Ah.
Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it.
My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss matter of the Ascian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
We're the only Scions accessible at the moment,
Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamican resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement, and they wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authority on our foe, your orders, counsel, would be most welcome.
Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Hello, Jin. How are you doing today, my friend? Of course I will. There you have it. We accept the invitation.
Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave.
I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer. By standing mutely at the meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we?
Thancred, what's going on, man? Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear?
Did I hear right, Real? Is Thancred coming back?
Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Gallian territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperial were listening. So, he said he'd be back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in Alamican Quarter. Understood, Little and I will go.
We're banned for Alamigo anyway, and there should be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off.
The Alamegan Quarter. You two are sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water in for my parched throat. Fetch me a couple of you. Trapezing through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
Voiced?
Gods, I needed that.
Gods, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
That's fair.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well. The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word.
Let's go.
They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself,
Ruh-roh.
our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more
Let's
liberal
go. I'm
voices
happy
are
you're
being
enjoying
drowned
it
out
again.
in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well.
Did you start a new character,
Well
or are
enough,
you
in fact, to
continuing
enable him to personally tour
from
the
your
provinces,
previous one?
putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Asians.
There we
Yes,
go, parents.
an Asian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
Oh. I made
But
two
Alphonse should have
characters on
arrived by
Hospital.
now.
Hell yeah.
Could they be holding in there in secret?
What jobs and races are they?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
One is another L is an archivist.
Spoke with,
The other
no.
is a monk.
I but
Ooh,
heard his
very
voice,
nice.
and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. the burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
I made an alt cert recently for EU/UK, and
There's no time to waste. We must make
they're
for the burn at once.
Viara,
feeling you might say
Ninja,
that.
and Arcanist. Who I'm currently leveling up to
I can't very well
30
sit
for
around here
their...
drinking tea if Alphinaud's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in
What's it
emergencies.
called?
So
Or
I'm going.
Scholar.
And that's the end of it.
So am I.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
They really are. I'm not used to being such a tall character, but honestly, I'm like heavily considering in the future, because I'm gonna wait till dawntrail to do my next Fantasia on this character if I do plan to do one. But I am heavily considering becoming a Viara if I do not like the way that female Hrothgars look. Because I think it'd be fun to play as the new race for a little while. Oh, I need to do something for the FC in a second.
Though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphinaud's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Ian a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how to best reach the burn. That's a sound plan. And Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you ask her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right. To Doma, then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola.
Well, I say new race, but what's suspected is we're getting the female part to Hrothgars. So there's that. We need... So today is Thursday, I believe. So it is XP buff and TP. Because every expansion we do have a what's it called? We do get Far East Dominant Enclave. We do get like a new either race entirely or gender to said races. So since we got Hrothgar and male Hrothgar and female Viara in Shadowbringers, and then Endwalker we got male Viara in Dawntrail, we are guessing we're going to be getting female Hroth unless they just throw a curveball and give us a new race entirely. I just say new race just because it's like I'm always suspected of that curveball, but it's probably most definitely the just the female Hroth. I know how to speak and follow a train of thought. I'm totally not struggling today.
This is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind.
No problem. I'm sure I rambled a lot there, but that's basically how my brain had to work for that statement to go.
Well, well. You two faces from the dim and distant past. Come on now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? Oh, by the way,
How far into your new characters are you? On my alt, I'm just about to hit Hawk Manor, because I've only been playing at night, when I have the energy.
A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find crystals with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I have some knowledge of ether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now he brought me one of the recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of the elemental energies and eerily reminiscent of the
Oh. The TV made a sound. Reminiscent of
suspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. We would be wise to investigate the phenomena more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, locals seem to have been taking a liking to you.
more an interest in than a liking to. I think the sight of a Makote with peculiar contraption upon her head has certain novelty value in these parts, and any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon ether-infused objects of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning.
So, the fact that the objects of worship is the key, they themselves infused with the requisite belief?
Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoning. Yotsuyu being the most obvious example, she had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asai with the divine, and it served to amplify her desire to give them form. A form nourished through the power of the crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measure, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know of naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the moment of the relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you came all this way to hear that which may be pursued in a report. Has something happened to Alfino? Yes, the burn. I shall join you in the search, of course.
Thank you, Y'shtola. I should be glad of your help, truly.
Now, if there is nothing else, I shall go ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien.
Alize puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at Giankan.
Yes, ma'am. Only took me 20 minutes, a little bit over, but we finally finished the first quest of the day.
Greetings, my friends. Eorzea has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alfino's trail does lead to the burn of all places.
Feel the burn.
The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Gallian history. Every child of the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bleed dry of ether and reduced into a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation, there we go, that Primals had wrought the Emperor Solus. Oh my god, I need to read that part again. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind.
The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alfino might have gone there?
Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as Eorzea. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distance involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Little and I have our yours. You giddy. Will you ready the falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. There we go. I got this. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations.
We also, I don't know if you keep up with the job news, we know of one of the two jobs so far that we're going to be getting for Dawntrail. And aside from that, in January to like March, we should be learning the second job.
If everyone here is possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to seek for hundreds of moms in all directions. Take care. You do not lose your way.
The burn now accessible. I love the burn. One of my favorite. Peter gone wild. How you doing, Dingy boy? Bum, bum, bum. F1 is fizz damage, then the other one. Yeah. So one is a melee. God, this is getting... Dude, this is like the best part of the game. Like, it's literally one of the best superheroes, if not the best superhero video game of all time. I can't wait to hear your take on all of it. But yes, our first job is a melee. Our second job will most likely be a mage of some sort. We have ideas of what it could be. We just don't fully know yet. But our ideas are like Pictomancer. And...
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
And like green mage for like buffs and stuff. So a true dot class.
Everyone, land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
I love the music in the burn. This guy from... Oh no, ball hug. Da da da, ba ba da da, ba 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 ba. I want to see everyone's adventure played. Oh, good egg. Yes, very good egg. I wonder if we will encounter more. Maybe. We know obviously very little of what we're going to be doing in the expansions without saying any like potential spoilers from Endwalker, obviously, because there's some people who have not beaten them. Which actually I forget. Kay, where's your furthest adventure taken you? Have you beaten Endwalker, or have you not done that expansion before? I'm sorry, I do completely forget at the moment. My brain is absolutely made out of spaghetti right now. Okay, I was gonna poke him for a second. I meant to do this. Sorry, Endwalker. Okay. So you haven't fully beaten it before. Interesting. Okay, so you also, I'm guessing, don't know. What is that? I'm so excited. So for the next year, like literally the beginning of January, I should be in Shadowbringers, which I'm so excited for. But I'll be playing through Shadowbringers and Endwalker, and actually, I'm gonna be playing through all of it. From the trailer, I saw that might be something. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing through all of 14 in like behind the scenes as I'm doing these streams, which is really funny. Worm travels. I want to check their search info. Okay, you have a 90. Your Omni. You're working on Omni. Yeah, it's gonna be funny because for this one I'm literally reading through everything, going through it very slow and meticulously, and then on my alt I'm just gonna be running through all of it. Beard Osborne, yes. Like I'm going very like thorough, read everything too. I really don't care. I'm just trying to level up as fast as I can, which is a very interesting, different vibe. Okay. I try to do that to him, but he of course had to go out of my line of sight. Those are currently worse, huh? But this could be good. There's something off about our tank right now. I don't know what it is, but it could just be a connection issue, actually. Ba 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 da, ba da da, da 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 da. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, whoops. I meant to do that. Bum 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 ba da. Yeah, that'll be a big ol' upgrade for me. What did I roll? I roll a 60 or 86 on this, so that should be good enough. Let's hope they remember to watch out for the what's it called? The blades. This tank confuses me. Deploying bite stuff. Haha. Dun, dun. Actually, I can pass on all of these. Because I don't need the earrings, because I have the pre-order earrings, which I'm gonna have to get next expansion as well. Even so, not a big fan of that one. Now if it was Paglathon stuff, we're talking a different game here. Paglathon, maybe one of my favorite outfits. Quick tongue material, let's go. So close to the end. Let's hope they don't mess it up. Pull it, my guy. Don't worry, you got this. I believe. I know what it is. This dungeon gives a very Pokemon like vibe. Like the music is extremely Pokemon-y. See, Mr. Paladin, I'm a good tank, or I'm a good healer. It's literally my main job. Do 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 do. My brother, are you seriously just sitting in the frostbite stuff? Let's pop that out for them. And he's about to get hit. They could probably MB. LB, not MB. We could have LB'd him to finish it off. Owie. To who comes? Let's go.
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first.
I'm the realist.
Do you see the crashed ship over yonder?
Potentially.
Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Betty Spaghetti. Oh, that man is... Ooh.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
Well, maybe. We don't know that yet.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphino is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
You're okay,
Where in the
kid.
world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Ba, 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 ba.
Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you?
I still see your shadow in my room.
I'd hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence.
Don't let us keep you then.
Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive.
Sure.
Of course.
If you think it would be useful.
Thank you. Let us return to my manor then.
Boing, 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 boing. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Oh!
Lise, what brings you here?
Lacey, baby.
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hydaelyn. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
No.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency.
Good job, boy.
Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship.
Indeed.
But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varys' blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varys' orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lys. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean alliance. To make it official, and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
All right.
My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course.
Had you not offered, I would have requested to leave to remain. Where the Ascians are concerned, not.
Maybe left a chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lys. Even if it was on official business, I'd hope that there might be time to show you the land you helped save. But I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must.
There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see the little enclave. You've made an excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on till the meeting then. There we go. I know how to read. I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go, in private.
Go on, my friends. I will send Hakuro and the others in the meantime.
Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. Yo, yeah, it's one of the best fights. I'm so excited to go through my New Game Plus mode. Because everything from this part on is straight fire. I mean, the entire game is, but like, this part here is just banger after banger. They have my favorite Dragoon Spear. Ooh, pretty woman. With a porcelain gun.
Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alize, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. Alize I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. And Alize has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. She's a good friend. And when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you're giving her all the support she needs, alright? Trust me, I'm keeping well aware of my daughter. Thank you, little. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo. Bum 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 bum.
Inside we go.
Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin.
Voiced? Yes, this is gonna be voiced.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Bum 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 bum.
Candid as ever, you giddy. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. "'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own."
Let's go.
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out?
You know. Magic.
Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Maybe.
Not if we deny them access to the skies.
Oh.
During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
You'll understand soon, Yuri.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
Yep.
It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
Ooh.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the Burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Maybe.
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
Mayhap.
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Neat. 4 more to go with power and slumber.
It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Scions, Yugiri, and Hakuro. I leave our other neighbors to you.
My apologies, but I won't be joining you.
I am no etherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins and the burn warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will be engaging our friends in Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections.
Have care in the burn.
Have care from the step. From what I hear, the Zayla like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. Just the three of us then. Very well. Shall we make first for reunion?
Yes, sir. To reunion we go. Boing, 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 boing.
So this is the Asm step. The tails do not do it justice.
If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach higher ground.
Actually, seeing this is your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot.
Do we? Okay. Let's go.
The voices have begun to speak up. Yes. Let's go.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
His truly.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted. To these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
From here, we shall travel to Mor Ilo. There we may ask Cyrena about the particulars of the myth, and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe.
This is not voiced.
Ian Little, I am glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you?
There is a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the people of the steppe, but every land in the Far East.
A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul. And you need this to protect our lands.
I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried, this northern crag?
If that is your wish. In the mountain in the north, to the north, there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds are the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek.
Ah, yes, I know this place. There's a brisk walk from here. What are your thoughts on an alliance?
Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it to or not. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This, I believe, with all my heart. However, among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, these pillars are sacred and are not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you choose. Oh, I read that wrong. Such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. This is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek, ere you risk the ire of the following Nama. Might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing.
I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I've no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands.
Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, the decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into war against their will.
Nor we, for 100-fold stronger. For 100-fold stronger are they who chose to fight of their own accord. There we go. I got it. I know how to read. 3 more to go, and an instance is coming up. Oh, look! She's here. Claire, how are you over there?
It seems this time, the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. I hope you are doing fantastic today, my friend.
Fly.
Ba-bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-bum, 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 ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Voiced? Seems voiced.
Such an abundance of ether.
It's kind of easy to tell when it is and when it isn't. At
Are
this
we
point.
in luck?
We are. This is an Allagan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area.
Oh?
An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
There goes Claire murdering stuff. Yes, I hope you are doing fantastic today, Claire. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, ooh. Ah, free trial person.
You found what you seek then. Great indeed is the Dusk Mother's power. If not, less will suffice to protect our lands. The blessing from the other tribes must now be sought.
Of course. But to which tribes should we appeal?
One sec, guys, I have to respond to a text.
There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent is their faith as the dawntrail. Their consent shall be key.
The dawntrail, Lee spoke of them. The warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense a cooperation will not be so easily won.
Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. The dawntrail fear nothing, death least of all. And our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let's go to Dawntrail Kar and treat their Hatun Sadu.
Treat with their Hatun Sadu. My other wife. I mean, I could teleport over to Doroilo and just get, like, the fast fly, but, like...
Swinver, I guess. I shall make the trek. Long trek over.
I'll do my reset after this mission, I think. Because this will have half an hour. Even if this is the instance, I don't think it would take me 37 minutes, 36. There's the Clayers.
You again. Other matters demand our time, Hagen. Unless it's battle you seek.
I think it was just Han, technically, right?
Alas not. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Slow pan up.
Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power. Of course they do. They're the source of the Nama's strength. To the dawntrail, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of anyone who would defile it. Though I see, this is not your wish. You see the wisdom in our proposition, then. Will you join hands with us?
I said nothing of joining hands. You shall wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely battle with you, Han. Bet. Yeah. The Namda ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distraction. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and shall have the dawntrail as allies. Surely these are agreeable terms.
Well, this is a not wholly unexpected turn of events. Though, I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Hatun has made her choice. Shall we dance?
Ha! It shall be a battle the steppe shall not soon forget.
Ah, my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Han, and await me outside the car.
I gather my witnesses and join you anon. Now, I could swap jobs, technically for this. I can go as my dancer. I could go as this. I can go as warrior, even though I think my warrior is actually extremely... Oh, no, actually, my warrior is, like, fresh still. But, you know, I'm doing all this as sage, so... Might as well continue it that way.
Will of the Moon.
Voiced.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this, Han.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud
That's true.
warriors of the Dathal.
That's true. It doesn't truly matter what I play
battle,
as.
do our souls burn
Because I get to do
brightest.
that.
We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
You can't aim out when taking control of other characters. That would be really
Enough
nice.
talk. It is time to fight.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do. Can't even G pose. Big sad.
Come on, let us dance.
Yes, ma'am. Ba 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 da 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 do.
You are strong indeed. I was a champion of the steppe.
But you are mistaken if you think I will fall so easily.
In death do our souls sing.
Fighting you is pure bliss. Such sweet pleasure I will not suffer to end so soon.
Yo. Whoa, she finally broke my shield. It's the circle of life.
Well, do not tell me that's all you have. My soul demanded more, Han. Give me more.
That BBG. Alright, I gotta fight these first.
In death do our souls sing. In death do our souls sing.
Ba ba do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da 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 da.
My arms grow heavy, my eyes dim. But as so long as my lifeblood flows, I will fight on.
She's got 10. Let's go.
Come, let us begin anew.
In death do our souls sing.
The big meteor. Let's go. Fighting him is so fun.
Yes, yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
Her actual job is because she used more elements than a black mage.
Come, we have only
Is she
just
like
begun.
a black mage that's heavily influenced by red mage?
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Oh, little son.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever. Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing.
I didn't. If I finish this
will
early
not
enough, I'm going to
stand.
be doing that today.
You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful.
You're saying
but
you
your
talk
axe sings
shit,
more sweetly.
get hit.
Let her speak for you.
Insolent child. You will learn your place!
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
Not sure if you'll be able to access it, but the repeatable quest after camps of people show up. Ooh. Interesting.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Stormblood option is hilarious. Oh. Bum, bum, bum,
Beg
bum.
not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
The longer the game goes on, the better Stormblood. Yeah, exactly. Stormblood is just progressively getting better. It wasn't the best at launch, but now is fantastic. You got the Bully McGuire suit. Let's go!
I'm gonna put dirt in your eyes. Gonna cry? Come, lead your cause unto the sun.
Alright, let me just hop in with that one first.
We are claimed victory. I claim Hien for the Buddha. Do as you will.
Oh, fine.
Kneel or die!
Bring the patch content for Stormblood. That is some of the best content ever in the game compared to Shadowrun. That's true.
You two must learn your place.
Bow down before me!
Storm of blood, born from blood of a fallen brother.
Kneel or die!
Do-do-do-da, do-do-do-da, do-do-do-da.
Let's move this right along. You've left yourself open, Doman.
Concentrate!
Rosa, some healing would be welcome.
I almost feel bad for the free trial players when they get to the end Stormblood. They'll feel so betrayed that they can't continue. I know.
die! Bow down before me!
Mark well and learn!
Ba ba ba. Ba ba. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba.
Bow down before me!
Of our fallen brothers
Dawn that night. Through the folly of posing of will of Azrael.
Tremble before the sun!
Oh.
Nowhere to hide.
That's true.
Well, you stole it to me.
Or he was able to. Oh, really?
Let us be about it!
For the note, trivialize the whole fight. Fair.
Huh. Predictable. What? Every step you take, every move you will make, the sun sees.
I'll be watching you.
Now fall.
Eh.
Yeah.
Time to finish this.
Ether, to me.
Earth. Water.
Air.
Have at you.
Nice LB.
What strength, what grace is this?
Either damage LB3 when Yoshi P. As soon as Bard gets res LB3 back.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul
Miyazaki
and
be like,
flesh to ash.
Defeat.
We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
Be my...
Go up a
The
little bit more.
sun
Little
is not
sun.
driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy. It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
That or
You have our
give
thanks.
LB4.
We are glad to
and
call you
for
allies.
Monk, make it suplex. On a certain train that needs to feel pain.
Absolutely.
You? By what are you called?
You stole her. Why?
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Little?
And just like that, this man is now going to murder people. Hey, he's braver than every other man in existence. No one else would dare. That's true. Just the mocker, little son, little son.
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
No.
We have wasted enough time here. Cyrano waits for word of our success.
Little son, little son.
You had not only to contend with Sadu, but Magni as well. Magni too. Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand, triumphant, having passed such a test. They could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands, weak though as we are. We will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being.
You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side.
God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes.
I cannot thank you enough, Cyrano. None of this would have been possible without you.
Her bow is so extra. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do reset. And then, you know, we'll continue. We'll do the last quest. We'll do the Christmas event. We'll do some dungeons. All that fun jazz. We'll do. I should have 2 more quests. I have the call and then Prelude and Violet. For some reason I thought that was the call, but that's fine. We're making fantastic time still, considering I started around 3:30 today. Storm of blood, born from blood of our fallen brothers. He ba da ba da ba ba dee be dee be dee be da. Oops, I put that in wrong. Ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba da do 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 do. Do 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 do. Everywhere, in the dark, you weep, 1 second. There we go. All right.
We have the requisite consent. It's time to put Nama's power to use. If the ether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers do the work at the ruins. Come, let us return to House of the Crooked Coin.
Everyone. Do. You know what I realized that I hadn't done, and I still have yet to do for this expansion, is watch the trailer on stream. So what we will do is tomorrow, as the final, if I am live tomorrow, as the final stream, we will watch the trailer, and then obviously we'll watch the trailer for Shadowbringers, the day we begin Shadowbringers. But I realized I just kind of forgot to do that for this one, and then just never did it. So, yeah.
I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back.
Yes, ma'am. Everyone.
Did it work?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
To manipulate the ether... Oh wait, in such vast quantities is draining, to say the least. I shall take it slow from now. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola, but you did it. Thank you, and little, of course. Thanks to you and little, of course, we have taken a monumental step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe a rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave.
Agreed. The others may already have returned from their mission, and I would know how things stand.
As would I. Without further ado then.
I'm gonna go over to the Domin Enclave, the Domin Enclave. Yeah, the Domin. Someone's on a fiery horse. Ah, that's her. Bong, 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 bada, bong, bong, bong. I want that scar. I really want to be able to put a better scar over Little's right eye, because that's always the eye that's brokey. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well in the Azam Steppe. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good, Tatu and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for your for engaging the services on our behalf. The minute minute of the arrangement, the minuet. I don't know how to pronounce that word, honestly. My brain's not working right now. Of the arrangement, you may leave to me. Which just leaves the small matter of our alliance. So Yugiri and Hakuro, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all of the other factions we have approached are in agreement. The Empire pose a threat. Bro, fighting his venom is such... It's so... Oh, it is, isn't it? Minouche. Ah. Yeah, I would not have gotten that. Again, English might be the only language I can speak, but I don't speak it good enough. So the voice acting in this game is... It really is. It feels like they're actually talking and having a conversation. And it's not just them, like, putting the lines together. And many responded positively to taking to the talk of an alliance, from Hinagashi to Susino-sato. However, we received outright rejections. The former will not break the treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. Well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that are amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses. For the time being at least, all of which means I may leave the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in Alamigo Quarter by now. Then let's not keep him waiting, shall we? Ew. Bum 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 bum. Hey, little guy, he's a little fella. Oh, there he goes.
Ishola has told me all, and I duly told Urianger and Kryl. Kryl in particular was concerned about Alfino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own tasks for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there's any development. So that leaves the four of us to attend the council. Arenvald is here to assist with the security. Incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task, another one missing Alfino, I expect. But it is almost time. As soon as you're ready to present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance, I shan't be far behind.
The signs of the Seventh Dawn, welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Upon proceeding to the royal palace, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view the scenes in their entirety.
We already did reset. Voiced?
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure
Sit back and
to
relax and
formally
enjoy the
welcome
video.
the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
Right, thank you.
I know.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far.
Aymeric, my
and
boy.
'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alfino. Would that the lad could be with us.
They're talking about him like he's dead. Not far off, but still.
I too owe my presence here to Alfino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends, let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river, and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus.
It's like...
We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh.
That way. Sorrow.
Been a minute since I've seen this last.
History must be changed.
What's this?
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
I hear
Spies in our midst? Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eons
Eons become instant.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Is it over?
Master Thancred!
12 for Fend.
Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Like, I know what's gonna happen, but I still get goosebumps from it.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Eorzea and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yep.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely?
Yes.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Called?
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul. That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Hydaelyn.
Hydaelyn.
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Good boy.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys.
Eon becoming.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
I mean, in a way, but not directly.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
I just tried to call Eorzea on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Eorzea, something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapse. A disembodied voice suddenly started. What? But that's... We should talk in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Eorzea. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? As we alone are afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Eorzea, then it's little doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question. One to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Endure. Prelude in Violet. Eorzea agreed to meeting us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll soon find out. We'll find out soon enough. Good luck. I should be getting back to the meeting with the other Seedseer, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Right, let us be on our way.
Ooh. Instantly thrown into the area.
Did anyone hear a voice?
Eorzea! God, it's good to see you.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes. I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Just a little bit.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to... The voice. It calleth to me once more.
This is like a horror scene right here.
I hear it too.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Eorzea!
Throw wide the gates.
No! No, this can't be happening! Y'shtola! Eorzea! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
That's 3.
Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them into a private chamber, but tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a state like in Alamigo? I am afraid so. Though given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades and how it may be cured. Thus, we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori. That we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Though I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Lominsia, and he's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you.
Let's go see the boy. Go see the boy.
Quiet.
A summoner. Ah. Oops.
Yeah, man. As you've probably guessed, it's about Gabu we've come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can, and after what befell our friends, I was taken by urge to visit him again. It's difficult to explain.
Here he is, my lady.
Hi, Gabu, buddy. Little buddy boy, little fella. A little guy.
Gabu, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You don't have to bear this burden alone.
No, I don't, you're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
Look at Gabu.
Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. A lot of cutscenes will play in sequence. Please set away sufficient time.
Rabbit.
I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them. And I mean to explore these avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days. Some of it for the good. Some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who searched for Alphino to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on the face of great adversity. There we go. Bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part you have your own part to play. I know, and it's bigger than most. So I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share when you do. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly.
Is that true now?
Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself.
That's true.
Doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh.
It's
I
him.
played my part to
It's the
perfection.
best.
I had earned my rest, and then thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Best character in the entire series right here. Let's go.
Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The Founding Father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Really, bud?
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine. Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
You made it all the way to Ember just to realize you're still a puppet. Yep. Meanwhile, a resistance encampment.
Sometimes people think they're more important than they actually are, and he thought he was better than that, but it was truly just a little
marionette being played from above. What in the world? Dead, all dead, yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. Nay. Nuh-uh. Shadow Hunter. Damn them. They finally used it. The Emperor developed an alchemic weapon for in Girabania, a gas. Black Rose it was called. And to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this. I thought the project abandoned, and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such atrocity. Fools, what do they hope to gain with this butchery?
Ooh.
Do not see that a rule won through terror will not endure. How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait. That is not the work of men, but monsters, the Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. The objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord.
I knew for sure who... That makes sense, because I guess that was, that would have set it up, and then this one solidifies it.
Such a crime does not indeed bear the mark of bringers of chaos.
Does indeed. Dash reveal less of a shock. So yeah, to have speculations is one thing. To have the actual like reveal is to confirm it, but like also like, oh, hey, we were right. Hey, wait a minute, huh?
Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. Eorzea is mine by right.
Soul searching. That is for tomorrow, though.
4.5 and 4.56 will both be done tomorrow.
I guess in the meantime, what I shall do is head over to Gridania and do a Christmas event, partially. Actually, do I want to do a Christmas event or do I want to do a... I guess I should do the Christmas stuff.
Oh, friend.
Over here? Hello, Claire.
Christmas time is here.
Pardon me, are you an adventurer? Allow me to introduce myself. I am, perhaps I should remove my beard. Much better. Starlight Celebrant.
Garanji? I'm always really bad with these names and stuff.
At your service. I am ever so pleased to meet you during the most sarcastic of seasons.
Can they just use, like,
Joyous. Happy.
use small words for my little brain to understand?
In commemoration of Ishgardian knights who once sheltered needy orphans from the cold, we strive to deliver joy and comfort to our younglings each Starlight celebration.
This year, we pay particular tribute to the figure of, at the heart of the Starlight legend,
a snowy bearded captain dubbed the Saint of Nemea.
As you can see, we have commissioned replicas of his coat and fluffy white beard.
How better to delight the children than by distributing presents at the saint, as the saint himself, after all.
So far, we have been successful in spreading Starlight cheer. However, it seems there is a particular youngling
who finds our delicious festivities distressing.
Were I free to wander, I would reach out to them myself and provide what aid I could. Alas, my duties as celebrant
require my attendance here.
Might you assist this child in my stead? I am sure they would welcome the insight of an adventurer such as yourself. I am most grateful. Let me summon the young lady who first brought this matter to my attention.
Hello, my name is Solin. Nice to meet you, miss.
Greetings, I am a small frog.
I told Miss Garnagy, I've seen a boy around here who... Oh, there he is. Oh, look. There he is over there.
Hold it. No, don't run, lad.
I guess he didn't come to play this time either. That boy's been watching the stage from a distance ever since preparations began. At first I thought he must be excited for the Starlight celebration, but he always looked sad. That's why I thought I'd try inviting him to play. But when I called to him, he just ran away. Comforting others when they are troubled is a very kind thing to do. You did well to try, Celine.
Yep. And even a child Elizin or Chalmakote is still taller than a Lala.
I just think nobody should be alone during the Starlight celebration. He keeps coming back, so I'm sure there's something he's worried about, but maybe he's too shy to ask for a present. Either way, I'm worried about him. Would you help me make sure he's okay, miss?
You bet. There's a confirmed Lala child in this quest. Let's go. I want to see how small the bean is.
Then I'll leave this matter into your capable hands. I believe the boy ran off towards the Whistling Miller. Perhaps somebody there knows more about him. Let's ask around. Please tell me if you learned anything, and I'll be sure to do the same.
See if I notice the difference. Oh, whoa, a Lala. Whoa, another Lala. There's so many. Hey. How do I do that? No, it's not throw. How does one throw? It is throw. Did I just not type it right? Huh? Oh, that makes more sense. Ah, this here is the Lala. That there is the Lala child.
Ah, it's just finding way.
Alright. There look to be a here.
That boy who always comes to stare at the decorations. I know him. I mean, I've seen him around before. I don't know his name, and I don't think I've ever seen him smile.
That makes sense.
Stuck.
You seem to be an Elizin lad. Oh, you must be Teeny. I heard him. You must mean Tenny. There we go. I heard he moved here from Uldar recently. I can't tell you much more than that. He makes a point of keeping to himself. This way. This way.
A boy? Yes. Ran straight past towards Great Loom Growery.
Did you learn anything? So his name is Tenny. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Great Loom Growery.
Yes, ma'am. The Lala.
Ah, someone's starting up. Amazing.
There are a few cameo characters hanging around here. Oh. Nice helmet. Or nice hat, I guess. Not helmet. That's cool.
Where? Who are you?
Are you some kind of adventurer?
Yes. She is. And my name is Celine. You were at Miketo Amphitheater earlier, weren't you? Would you like to go and join the Starlight Celebration with me? My friends will be there too. We can all play together. Your friends? They're really nice. Do you not want to? It's not that, it's a long story. I have time. We just moved here for my father's job. And I know there's no point in moping about it, but I really, really miss my 3 friends back in Ul'dah. During Starlight, we showed each other what toys we got, and eat too many sweets and find all the best decorations in the city. We'd have so much fun each time we'd promise to play together next year, but now... You're all the way in Gridania. I used to love the Starlight Celebration, but now all I can think about is leaving my friends behind and betraying our promise. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by asking you to play. It's alright, you didn't know. But Tenny, does this mean you'll never be able to enjoy the Starlight Celebration without feeling guilty? There must be something we can do. Miss, you're grown up, what do you think?
Sounds like something 3 tickets to Gridania could fix.
Nothing screams friendship, Kupo, like Moogle mail. Pack your bags, kid, I'm smuggling you back to Ul'dah. I mean... Nothing screams friendship, Kupo, like Moogle mail. Mail? That's it, I could send them presents. That's a lovely idea. Everyone loves getting packages, and that way you'll be able to celebrate. You'll be celebrating together at a distance. What should I give them? Something you can only get in Gridania. Moss. Oh, oh, oh. The answer is too simple. Oh, hey, boy. That snowy white beard. That's the real thing. You're the Saint of Nemia, aren't you? No, it's not.
Quite young, Tenny. You need look no further than your own 2 hands. For present crafted from the heart are presents full of heart. I shall rigorously assist you in every step of the creation as both an artisanal saint and saintly artisan.
I don't really understand, but thank you. I'll help too. That way your presents will be crafted in half the time. Really? Alright, thanks. Thanks. Oh, gosh. Oh, gee willikers. I want someone to say that.
Miss Adventurer, might we rely upon your delivery to, you deliver Tenny's gift once the preparations are made? Is that prepared? Though we could post them by more conventional Moogles, a child's hard work, dedication ought to be hand-delivered by the most trusted individual. As both you are both emotionally invested in Tenny's happiness and currently standing before me, I bequeath the task to you. You will do it, yes? Excellent. Then we shall realize the creations ere the spinner sloshes her nog. In the meantime, I would have you appraise Garanji of our efforts. Appraise. Once more, once you have relayed your report, return here to for the requisite package. Chop chop.
Alright, jackass. A carpenter.
Carpenter.
What's this way? Okay then. I missed the thing by a landslide.
Aw, look at the little thing. He's so weird.
Welcome back. Were you able to speak with the boy? I see. To be separated from one's friends is heartbreaking indeed. I only wish I too could help in some way. Oh, I know just the thing. I shall transform you into a saint. I have a Saint of Nimia costume that would be most happy to gift to you. Temmie's friends will be delighted for a visit from the Spinner's anointed herald. Except with this, my warmest wishes, dear adventurer. I know you won't let us down.
Let's equip. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. They look near identical, yeah. The difference is the one on the Mog Station can have the beard removed, I believe.
Without further ado,
beard is not optional, yeah. I think that's like the only difference, right? This one, the beard is like attached and you can't remove it. With the other one, you can like click the visor thing.
without further ado, let us transform you into the Saint of Nemia.
In VR still can't wear it, yeah.
I have no doubt you will look every bit part in the costume I gave you.
Any aforementioned items are not in your possession. You may purchase them from amphitheater.
Incredible, I feel as though I am addressing the very captain of legend. Now then, pray return to Great Loam Growery and collect Tenny's presents. The happiness of precious younglings is in your hands.
Another French prince. Ooh, fair. The Lalas! Look at the little Lala. All red and whatnot.
The presents are ready. I thought it might take longer, but the Saint of Nemia showed us how to weave them up in no time. We made 3 bracelets, one for each of my friends.
Nice mimic you have there, boy.
You said you'd take them to Old Doff for me, right? My friends, Momo Lao always hangs around the outside of the quicksands, so you should start there. If the others aren't with him, he'll tell you where to go. I don't know how to properly thank you for this, but thank you, miss.
Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. Doon 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 doon. Ba da 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 do 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 do. Do 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 do. Santa will kill someone. Do 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 do. Not really. That is just a joke. Ba 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 da ba ba da. Sorry, my brain's melting right now. There's the child Lala. You are like a normal ass Lala, my boy. Is there actually a way to tell the difference? Because they look, I don't, maybe he's slightly smaller. Maybe his face? He's got the smallest eyes, smallest nose, smallest mouth, smallest ears. And he is just small.
Yeah, I'm Momo Lao. What you've got for me?
It just proves they are born fully grown. I guess so. They are really just taken out of the ground.
From Tenny. Oh, Tenny, you big dummy. We've all been a mess since he left. It's not just the same without him. It's just not the same without him. But now I know that some things will never change no matter how far apart we are. And he's still the same old Tenny. Still celebrating starlight with us. Hee hee.
He has to wear a hat because you can see the sprout from where he was plucked from the ground still on his head.
He sent gifts for all of us? Oh, someone's gonna cry. I can feel it. Let us see. Larkin said he'd be in the Golden Court. Othel had to do something near, Milvanith Sanctarium. Thanks, miss. Tell Tammy happy starlight from us.
Golden Court. And there. Alright, take me to the Guild Gladiators. This kid looks like an ass.
Hello, miss. I've been good this year. You can ask me friends.
He looks like Sid from Toy Story.
Handmade from Tenny. I'm not crying. I just got snow in me eye. Last year, we all stood right here and made a promise to celebrate starlight together. And Tenny remembered even though he moved away. I thought that would end us, was the end for us. But friends always find a way, right? And Tenny will always be our friend. Tell him I said that, okay?
I'm gonna tell Tenny you cried like a baby. We're gonna laugh. Honestly, this is actually really cute. I'm just not very festive right now. I'm more hungry and not excited for tomorrow, so it's like my festive spirit is really being ruined at the moment. Oh my god, what a little nerd! What a little nerd you are!
How do you know my name? Is that package for me? Oh, Tenny sent this. He made this. Oh, I guess he didn't forget about his mates after all. It's funny. I just finished wrapping my gift for Tenny too. A gift from all of us. We wanted something with our names on it, so we pulled our pocket money and got him a bracelet. Great minds think alike, eh? Anyway, if you head back to Gridania, would you take this to him? It'd mean a lot to us.
This is such a cute little outfit. Oh my god.
All of Tenny's gifts have been successfully distributed. Now make your final delivery, one addressed to Tenny himself.
Hello, Flag.
Did you find everyone? They like the presents.
Here you go, buddy.
This is...
They all send their regards and wish you nothing but doom and sincerity. Don't be doomed and the truest sincerity.
A bracelet. Oh, they carved the names into it. Momolau, Larkin, Orthul, and Tenny. They must really miss you too. If this isn't proof of your friendship, I don't know what is.
Lenny cried. Larkin cried, my bad.
I never thought they'd send me something. And it's a bracelet too. Great minds think alike, eh?
I'm so glad everything worked out. Now you can enjoy the Starlight celebration without any more worries. Salim, thank you for helping me. I was really happy when you invited me to play before, so I mean, would you be my friend?
And then they got married 20 years later.
You silly. I'm already your friend.
And they'll make a little half-breed.
Half Elysian, half here.
All I hear is my parents freaking out with the dog right now, and I am oh so curious. Boing, 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 boing. Be a nice top. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
So not only were his handmade presents happily received, Penny's friends sent him a thoughtful gift as well. None could ask for a better display of Starlight spirit. You've brightened many young faces today in the role as the Saint of Nemea. It truly warms my heart. I still can't help but wonder if Tenny and his friends knew how fitting the gift of a woven bracelet is. In certain lands, such bracelets are customary exchange of a symbol of friendship. As it is said, the intertwining strands represent lasting bonds. Next year, they will never speak again. No doubt those younglings will enjoy each other's companionship for many Starlight to come. We came to say thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss Garnagy. Thank you, Miss. I'm grateful that I was able to keep my promise to my friends and make another one along the way.
No problem, kid.
And then they're like,
You're the Warrior of Light. Whoa, it's crazy. You've done amazing things.
I'm glad to hear it. After all, the Starlight celebration is meant to be enjoyed with everyone who we cherish. Be they near or far. Now then, what say you both to receiving your gifts? Those two, I gave those two the presents earlier, but they seem to be in search of companions. Let's invite them to play, Tenny. Yeah, we can all celebrate together.
Those four are gonna grow up to be amazing warriors of light. Or criminals. A savior chosen to shield younglings from winter's wrath. Provide them with every happiness the season can afford, yet not all gifts are within the saint's power to deliver. The gift of friendship, for instance. Forsooth, I can only teach them to make pretty things and encourage them from afar.
May their starlight be bright and their friendship everlasting. Ho ho ho.
Got a weird guy just standing off to the side, staring at them. Alright. I think the city is now goopy. It is all goopy, my boy. The goop is one of the best things because you can like perch on the goop. I am going to end stream here. I'm going to go have some food. And relax a little bit for tomorrow. Because I am not excited. So Claire, let me give you a little wave. Was that Chloe?
It is Chloe. Hello, kid.
That reminds me, I need to do my book at a point. Yeah, I'm gonna go have some food, because I am a hungry boy right now. So Zoe and Chloe, the bestest of friends. So Claire, Daniel, Kay, and Jin. Thank you 4 for hanging out. If anyone is new or lurking, please do like and sub. That'd be highly appreciated. I will hopefully be live tomorrow, so long as I have the energy to stream. So yeah. So thank you guys so much. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your night as I get pelted by snow.